Guys, what's up? It's 8-Bit Eric, and I'm going to go ahead and make a video about what has been trending on Twitter all day. People have been talking about it. I don't know if you guys really give a shit because it's not gaming, but the KSI versus Logan Paul fight that just happened earlier today. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've been following the saga since about February, followed everything from the call out to the video responses to the diss tracks that just came out. Been watching both KSI's content and Logan Paul's content, and I got caught up in the hype. I'm going to be quite honest, I was looking forward to today's fight, and I even watched it on live stream. Didn't pay for it. Might have watched it on Twitter a little free, but I was really excited to see what was going to go on. Heck, I was even excited about Comedy Shorts Gamer's fight against Jake Paul. I know a lot of you guys can give a crap about the Pauls, especially after the situation that he had back in January with, the whole Japanese suicide force and everything. But regardless, this was a pretty big event for not just YouTube, but the internet. I mean, let's face it. These guys nowadays, these mega YouTubers that are out there that vlog and have all this money and all these subscribers and stuff, basically are pretty much the modern day celebrities of the mainstream media. I mean, YouTube is such a big platform. This event had a lot of hype going on behind it, and needless to say, it was really interesting. Now, watching the fights, of course, you're not going to see any technique or form. I'm not claiming that I'm a world-class boxer, athlete, or anything. I mean, look at me, 5'6", but it was to be expected. This is amateur-style boxing, so a lot of the fights that were shown weren't exactly pretty to watch or look at, but they were pretty exciting. I mean, you had guys like Scarce fighting them. That he got destroyed, by the way, in that fight. No offense. Then we also had Jake Paul and Deji's fight, which was actually pretty good compared to what I thought it was going to be. I honestly sold Deji a lot shorter than what he lasted, but he lasted, what, 3-4 rounds against Jake Paul, who obviously looks much more athletic. He busted Jake Paul open even. He bloodied his nose and went the distance. I mean, he was the clear underdog in the match. I was impressed for the most part with Deji's tenacity, his heart, everything that he showed up in the fight. But Jake Paul got the win. The judges threw the towel in and got the win. I mean, he didn't get to knock out Deji in the first round like he predicted, but he still did it. But the main event, of course, Logan, KSI. Leading up to it, there was a lot of publicity, a lot of interviews, a lot of podcasts and everything. So we knew this fight was going to be a barn burner, and it sure lasted the entire 6 rounds. I think 6 rounds, 3 minutes each. There were some heavy hits in this fight early on, about the first 2-3 rounds. Logan looked pretty calm, cool, and collective. Had, even taunting, talking stuff, doing a little dancing. Got some good jabs in on KSI, but then it appeared that the match started to swing in KSI's favor. Logan started tiring out, and I personally believe the judges' score should have been 4-2 for the rounds, with Logan actually being the victor. Those last rounds, though, I will say KSI definitely was getting the upper hand. If the fight went 10 seconds longer, I firmly believe Logan Paul would have been knocked out by KSI. But if we're going by a judge scoring card, I believe Logan had that fight won. We all know the ruling was a majority draw between the judges and setting up a rematch. But I don't know. I felt, I'm not gonna say stuff is rigged. Like, I'm a pro wrestler. We all know everything about that. I'm not gonna say stuff is rigged, but it just felt a little too convenient considering that the fight agreement had a fight in the UK with a rematch in Los Angeles planned out, where 50% of the proceeds go one way or the other. It kind of felt a little too convenient, in my opinion, that there was a rematch. I mean, as soon as the fight was finished, both guys kind of, the shot was just perfect, and, both hands, and then their little surprised look and everything. It just seemed a little too clickbaity. And I know a lot of these bigger vloggers, a lot of YouTubers, myself included, clickbait is key to getting them views, that precious YouTube tit that we just suck on. And it was just a little too convenient. I mean, literally, when the judge's ruling was there and KSI got the mic, he's like, well, I guess we got to have a rematch now. And they just seemed a little too happy. And it just, I don't know. It just left, after all this hype, after all this build, it just felt like there was no payoff. And to me, I don't know. Was it rigged? I feel bad for saying this, but I think the idea obviously is to get more money, and this fight definitely got a lot of money. I mean, a lot of people were watching it, a lot of people were following it. Advertisers, that stadium, that arena, Manchester Arena, was completely packed. I mean, there was a who's who of a lot of people there. Keemstar was there, for God's sakes, and I feel that the fight was pretty much planned to end as a draw no matter what happened. I'm going to give it, though. I'm going to give credit where it's due, because those fights, those hits, those punches in that, especially in the main event, did not look like stuff was pulled at all. Both guys were coming out for blood with some of those hits. Now, sure, maybe the gloves were a little bit more padded than, I guess, professional style boxing. Maybe the headgear was a little, too soft. Who knows? But I do know that both Logan and KSI and everybody on the undercard trained their asses off, fought their asses off, punched hard, worked out hard. It just seems a little too coincidental, to put the right word, that it would have ended in a draw. And that the decision of the fight kind of got me a little like, huh? Like, really? What the hell's going on with that? But, either way, I didn't pay for it personally. I can see where a lot of people are upset about it, upset about the decision, upset that there was no payout. I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter, people saying, oh, this was more fake than WWE. I've seen more realistic storylines. KSI won the fight. Logan won the fight. I mean, anytime that there's something that's so polarizing, money's involved, no matter what. There's anything that's polarizing, there's always money to be made in a rematch or a sequel or any kind of thing that's going to extend the conflict to a longer period. I mean, we're probably going to get a rematch within the next 6 months to a year, and it's going to be in LA this time, so you bet your ass ticket prices are going to be higher. Pay-per-view buy rates are going to be higher, especially after we see what the stats were for how many people paid to stream this alone. I know a lot of people were actually watching live streams illegally, but nevertheless, this match, this fight, made a lot of money. Everybody involved made a lot of money. I mean, and it's funny, because is this going to be a sign of things to come? Is this going to be a trend of like a celebrity death match in real life type of thing happening, or celebrity boxing when we had like Vanilla Ice and Screech and all them just boxing? Are we going to start seeing this trend where YouTubers come on and just try to fight each other? I don't know. It's obviously there's money in it right now. Is it a fad that's going to go away within the next year or not? I mean, both Logan and KSI's audiences were there. They supported this 110%. It's going to be interesting to see what happens following this thing. Let's see how many people bought the pay-per-view. Let's see how many people attended. And let's see how big the demand is. I'm a little worried that the outcome of KSI and Logan's draw might make people feel similar to how I feel, that it was a little bit too convenient, that it was a majority draw. It does honestly look like it was rigged to set up a rematch to make even more money. But at the end of the day, that's business, right? So what do you guys think? If you don't give a shit, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscription, click bell notifications, like all that cheesy jazz. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to put some playlist here, subscription. I got merch available now. I feel like Logan Paul when I said that. But thanks a lot, guys, for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Stay tuned. Got more content coming up your way. Thanks a lot for all the support. Love each and every single one of you. Peace out.